फ्रेंड्स चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करो और वीडियो को शेयर करो।
We going to solve data mining subjective question asked by AKU in 2015 exam. These are questions. Let us solve them. 8. Write short notes on the following. A. Data pre-processing. B. Data mining query language. C. Prediction. Answer. A. Data pre-processing. Data pre-processing is a process of preparing the raw data and making it suitable for a machine learning model. It is the first and crucial step while creating a machine learning model. When creating a machine learning project, it is not always a case that we come across the clean and formatted data. And while doing any operation with data, it is mandatory to clean it and put in a formatted way. So for this, we use data pre-processing task. A real-world data generally contains noises, missing values, and may be in an unusable format which cannot be directly used for machine learning models. Data pre-processing is required tasks for cleaning the data and making it suitable for a machine learning model, which also increases the accuracy and efficiency of a machine learning model. It involves below steps: getting the dataset, importing libraries, importing datasets, finding missing data, encoding categorical data, splitting dataset into training and test set, feature scaling. B. Data mining query language. The data mining query language, DMQL, was proposed by Ha, Fu, Wang, et al. For the dbMiner data mining system. The data mining query language is actually based on the structured query language, SQL. Data mining query languages can be designed to support ad hoc and interactive data mining. This DMQL provides commands for specifying primitives. The DMQL can work with databases and data warehouses as well. DMQL can be used to define data mining tasks. Particularly, we examine how to define data warehouses and data marts in DMQL. D. Prediction. In data mining, there are primarily two types of predictions: numeric predictions and class predictions. Numeric predictions are made by creating a linear regression model that is based on historical data. Prediction of numeric values helps businesses ramp up for a future event that might impact business in a positive or a negative way. Class predictions are used to fill in missing class information for products using a training data set where the class for products is known. Missing class information for products using a training data set where the class for products is known. Following are the examples of cases where the data analysis task is prediction minus. Suppose the marketing manager needs to predict how much a given customer will spend during a sale at his company. In this example, we are bothered to predict a numeric value. Therefore, the data analysis task is an example of numeric prediction. In this case, a model or a predictor will be constructed that predicts a continuous valued function or ordered value. Note: minus regression analysis is a statistical methodology that is most often used for numeric prediction. 8b. Differentiate between the following terms: I. Supervised learning and unsupervised learning. E. Data warehouse and operational database. Answer. 1. Supervised learning versus unsupervised learning. Supervised learning. Unsupervised learning. Supervised learning algorithms are trained using labeled data. Unsupervised learning algorithms are trained using unlabeled data. Supervised learning model takes direct feedback to check if it is predicting correct output or not. Unsupervised learning model does not take any feedback. Supervised learning model predicts the output. Unsupervised learning model finds the hidden patterns in data. In supervised learning, input data is provided to the model along with the output. In unsupervised learning, only input data is provided to the model. The goal of supervised learning is to train the model so that it can predict the output when it is given new data. The goal of unsupervised learning is to find the hidden patterns and useful insights from the unknown dataset. Supervised learning needs supervision to train the model. Unsupervised learning does not need any supervision to train the model. Supervised learning can be categorized in classification and regression problems. Unsupervised learning can be classified in clustering and associations problems. Supervised learning can be used for those cases where we know the input as well as corresponding outputs. Unsupervised learning can be used for those cases where we have only input data and no corresponding output data. Supervised learning model produces an accurate result. Unsupervised learning model may give less accurate result as compared to supervised learning. Supervised learning is not close to true artificial intelligence as in this. We first train the model for each data, and then only it can predict the correct output. Unsupervised learning is more close to the true artificial intelligence as it learns similarly as a child learns daily routine things by his experiences. It includes various algorithms such as linear regression, logistic regression, support vector machine, multi-class classification, decision tree, Bayesian logic, etc. It includes various algorithms such as clustering, KNN, and a priori algorithm. Answer 2. Data warehouse versus operational database. Data warehouse, operational database. It involves historical processing of information. It involves day-to-day processing. OLAP systems are used by knowledge workers such as executives, managers, and analysts. OLTP systems are used by clerks, DBAs, or database professionals. It is used to analyze the business. It is used to run the business. It focuses on information out. It focuses on data in. It is based on star schema, snowflake schema, and fact constellation schema. It is based on entity relationship model. It focuses on information out. It is application oriented. It contains historical data. It contains current data. It provides summarized and consolidated data. It provides primitive and highly detailed data. It provides summarized and multidimensional view of data. It provides detailed and flat relational view of data. The number of users is in hundreds. The number of users is in thousands. The number of records accessed is in millions. The number of records accessed is in tens. The database size is from 100 gigabytes to 100 terabytes. The database size is from 100 megabytes to 100 gigabytes. These are highly flexible. It provides high performance.
फ्रेंड्स, चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करो और वीडियो को शेयर करो।